Jigsaw is back. That's right. Tobin Bell, along with Shawnee Smith, return in Saw X. And it's time to talk about it. Let's go. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Klepcx FM, brought to you by WeAreCritiX.com, a place where we talk about movies, television, and pop culture. And if you're into that kind of thing, make sure you hit that subscribe key and that notification bell so you can be up to speed about everything that I talk about here. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I just got out of the theater. Like, literally, I just walked right out of the theater, plopped down in the studio, and had to talk to you all about the latest installment to the Saw franchise, Saw X. That's right. Listen, when this thing first got announced, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of on the fence. I didn't know what it was really gonna be. I just knew when Saw was boys coming. And girls. But then when they said they were gonna bring back the original, the King of Games, Jigsaw, I got pretty interested. Tobin Bell returns this time around after they kind of just did this guy dirty. Like, announced, I'm not gonna lie, I still to this day don't understand what they were thinking. Let's go. That Twisted Pictures, when they boys and girls, we're gonna do 3 of these movies, and then we're gonna knock off the main character, the main antagonist, the main villain, the sauce, Tobin Bell returns this time. The extra spice that makes this movie what it is. And then they bring him back. They did. I believe that it was like seven or eight movies. We're gonna do 3 of these. After the original, and then now they have Saw X. I don't think there's 10 total. I could be wrong, but I don't recall there being 10 total movies. I do remember Spiral coming out. I'm pretty sure Spiral was like they bring him back. I don't know. But anyhow, I just saw the movie, and I want to give you guys an idea how it made me feel and what I thought and what you should expect when you go see this movie. It's not a perfect film. But in another way, it kind of is a perfect film. And let me explain what I mean about this. So I feel as though the creators of this franchise, they bring them back. This new film, which is the original guys, they all came back together to make this thing happen. They knew exactly what it was that we needed to make this thing feel like a Saw movie. And they brought all of that stuff back. They brought They brought everything that we needed. Now, in saying that, the stuff that is good, they bring them back. Definitely wanted back, is also some of the stuff that's kind of not working for me in this film. And let me explain. So, bringing back Tobin Bell was the best part of this movie. And they brought all of that stuff. Really get a chance to see why this franchise was working in the first place. From the stuff that is like good is the missing piece of the puzzle. No pun intended. But he is a missing piece of this whole series. Like, him being in this new movie was all the entertainment. It was so good seeing him back in this character. And that guy hasn't aged a bit. Like he looked older in the other films, but bringing him in this one, like, he looks exactly the same. Like, the guy looks good. He takes care of himself. So shout out to Tobin Bell. For me in this I really enjoy was how they took their time with this one, and they gave us something different that they've never given us in any of the other Saws, which was legitimate story. A lot of times this movie can feel like it's just shock value and a lot of gore. The guy looks good. He takes care of himself. So shout out to Tobin Bell on your toes, or make you feel a little uncomfortable, or squirmy in your seat, that kind of thing, or to talk about it with amongst your friends. But they managed to give us a little bit of meat, like the kind of a lot of times this movie bring us into where we are in the story. Now, for those who do not know, the guy looks good. He takes care of himself. Takes place Tobin Bell between Saw 1 and Saw 2, which means the big reveal at the end of 1 has already happened, and which then was the introduction of another character, Shawnee Smith. A lot of times this movie, it's in this one. It's all up in this one right here. I don't want to give away. Shout out to Tobin Bell, plot points and things of that nature. But it's all in this. Some of the key things about this film which was I did not enjoy, and it's no one's fault. And I'm not trying to like knock on anybody or be funny or anything like that. Was this movie takes? Although I love to see that dynamic between them two and kind of understand the dynamic between them. Things about this film that it's not that it feels a little forced. It just pulls me out of the storyline. When I can see that she's aged, I can tell that it's not it's not the time frame that it's supposed to be. There are some moments when they do close-ups where it kind of looks like they de-aged things her, about which they should have did a lot more in this film if they were trying to portray a certain time period in the timeline. She looks great. I mean, she's amazing. I love Shani Smith. Been a fan since Who's Harry Crumb. But in this film, trying to tell this specific story, it was kind of pulling me in and out of the story because I can tell that she was about this film that the age she was supposed to be playing in that certain time period. Whereas Tobin, that guy looked exactly the same, and it's weird. I don't know how they did it, how they pulled it off, but I think they could have tried a little harder on that CGI, or if there was any CGI, because I don't really know. But there wasn't a really lot of de-aging going on in this film for me that, brought me back to that place or that time period. But overall, aside of that, let's talk about the gore, because I hear people have a lot of problems with the gore. And some people are even comparing this to being a gore fest similar to Terrifier 2. Absolutely not. And I'll tell you why. Because with Terrifier, a lot of it just kind of feels like it's out of place and just happens just to happen. In Saw, we know Jigsaw's game. We know John Kramer, what he's all about, being what he's doing, and what he's making you do to yourself. So it's expected, cleverly. You know what I mean? Like they really put out some pretty decent games. Some feel a little sloppy in some places, maybe a little rushed. Saw, we know, and for the most part, they give you a lot of games, a lot more games than you've probably gotten in the Saw series, with storyline to kind of like put it all together. A lot of the Saw films usually bounce around time, and you got to go backstory. Then we go to the present. Then we go to the Saw, backstory. We know we go to present. This one is pretty linear, and then the shit hits the fan. Like I had a really good time watching this film. I liked it. It brought me back because I love to see that Tobin Bell was back. I like the fact that Tobin Bell got to interact more with Shawnee Smith's the present character. Why can't I remember? Amanda. He got to interact more with Amanda because we didn't really get a lot of that, and it was kind of really good time watching this film. I liked it. It brought me back because I happened prior, to the franchise kind of doing this thing, but it does feel like a little cash cowish. You know what I mean? It's a cash cow. It's like, story. Then you guys killed him off. Now you're just bringing him back because you know that he is the missing piece. We did to the puzzle of this franchise, and a really good time watching this film. I liked it. It brought me back because I'm telling you right now that Tobin Bell comes back as Jigsaw is like the best thing in this movie, and all you want to do is hear him talk and hear him say those lines like "time to play a game" or "live or die." You know what I mean? Like, it's the best. It's the best part about this movie, for me. Yeah, you guys let me know. Are you still? Are you excited to see Saw X? Have you seen Saw X? Let me know what you thought. Am I on par? Did this movie not work for you, or did it work for you? Because, like I said, it was entertaining. I liked it. I had fun with it because I'm a Saw fan and I love Jigsaw. But it has its weak moments. But nitpicky. Let me know. Are you still? It brought me back with nitpicky weak moments. That's Saw X in theaters this weekend. Right now, you can go check it out. Drop a comment below, guys. Like, comment, share. Make sure you subscribe. And for more movie news, television news, and pop culture, check out wearecritics.com. And I will talk to you all later. Peace. It brought me back because nitpicky.